Hey, Shalom, Prophet. My name's Zechariah. What's your name?
I ain't got no problem with nobody.
What's your name, Prophet? What's your name?
My name King.
Come here for a second, King.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey, how old are you, King?
I'm 30.
You 30? So if you don't believe in the Bible, what do you believe in?
I believe in myself and a higher power. I believe in myself and a higher power.
I believe in myself and a higher power.
Believe in yourself and a higher power. So question,
I look within if I need healing.
Hey, question, do you follow America's laws?
No, I'm following by law.
So you follow your own laws?
Yeah.
So question, you believe in prophecy? Let me show you something. I'm gonna prove to you that the Bible's real. I'm gonna read a scripture, you tell me who this happened to.
I know, but listen.
No, hold on a second, brother. Hold on a second. Read 28:15 one more time.
I got a Bible in my
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
Hey, brother, be willing to hear.
I'm listening.
Give me a second, bro. Let me show you something. Read that again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord told, well, Moses told the Israelites that guess what? If you don't keep my commandments, I'm gonna punish you. You have kids?
Yeah, but what about the Moors?
Hold on, do you have kids, bro? That's being black. You have kids, right?
Yeah.
If your kids act out, what do you do to them? You let your kids do what they want?
No.
So as guys' children, it's like there's actions for everything we do. So we disobey, bro. Pay attention, bro. If we disobey, guess what? We're gonna be punished. That's what we're going into. Now you tell me what group of people this happened to. Give me verse 48.
It happened to the blacks.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So King, because we won't listen to God, now we have to serve our enemies. Which group of people goes to another nation to serve them? Do the black and Hispanics, do the black men have their own government? So read that part again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So now, because we didn't listen to God, we have to serve our enemies. It don't matter if we in Japan, China, because we didn't listen, bro.
I know we get punished for not listening.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So God sent them against us. Read.
And hunger.
And hunger. So listen, that's a lot of power right there. And if the Bible says if you don't do this, this is what I'm gonna do to you. So now we're gonna read things that actually happened to the black people. This is gonna prove that it's the real book. Read that.
In hunger and in thirst.
Do you control the water supply? Does our people control water supply?
What about the other people that ain't?
Do our people control the water supply? Yes or no? You don't want to deal with me, brother? You know the answer. We don't control nothing. Read that.
The people overseas though.
And in nakedness.
And nakedness. Hey, you need clothes. You gotta go to your enemies, brother. Read.
And in want of all things.
And all things. For your children's birth certificate, for your parents' death certificate, you have to go to your enemies. We don't have power. This was prophesied thousands of years ago, and it's come to pass, and we want to listen, bro. This proves the Bible's a real book. Jump down to verse 6. No, keep reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Because we didn't listen to God, he sent our enemies to put yokes of iron upon our necks. Give me this. Hey, these are yokes of iron, sis. Come here, sis. Hey, sis, come here for a second. Because we didn't listen to God, we went into slavery. Now we're in a bottom society, sis. Come here for a second. Let me deal with you, sis. Come here. What's your name? Oh, that brother gone now, huh? Hey, what your name, sis? Maishi? Hey, do you know your history? You understand slavery? So what we're going over is all these atrocities happen to us because we don't keep God's commandments. So now guess what? We discontinue from our heritage. We don't know our name. Give me Jeremiah 17:4 real quick. So now we don't know who we are. We go, what do you label yourself as? Come here for a second, Keisha. Come here for a second. What do you call yourself? Your nationality, what do you call yourself? African American. So you two continents, sis? You African and you American, that makes sense? Does the Chinese man be like, I'm Chinese American? What do they say? They say Chinese, right? I'm from Japan, I'm Japanese. I'm from Europe, I'm European. We're the only group of people got so many names. Negro, black, African American. How, let's say I got siblings, how we came out the same womb, right? Well, he's black and I'm African American or Negro. That don't make no sense, does it? That's confusion. But we never take the time to sit back and think, hey, this don't make sense. We just go with it. Next year they could come up with a new term, they go back and call us Negro next year, we just gonna roll with it. Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So because we didn't listen to God, we discontinue from his heritage. What's our heritage, sis? Come here, let me show you something. Come over down here, sis. So, you see yourself on this sign? So this is what God called us right here. This is what we call in our captivity. What's your father? He Judah? Oh, so you're a so-called black woman, right? But he said you African American. You see that confusion, sis? So God called us Judah. These are one of the things we discontinue from. We don't know our nationality, where we come from. We don't even know our customs. Like, we don't know what foods we supposed to eat. We don't know what language we're supposed to speak. We speak the languages that we were scattered to in slavery. Now we speak English, Spanish, Creole. What's the European language? We speak French, Portuguese. So we speak all these languages because we discontinue from our own heritage. Read that, finish that off.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48 again. So because we listen to God, sis, these atrocities happen to our people. You ever wonder, after every generation, what? Black people, they get worse, right? You agree? We get worse. Gun violence in our own community. Cops gun us down. So we're losing on both sides. Matter of fact, give me Leviticus 19. Hold that, give me Leviticus 19 and 17. We're losing on both sides because we can't just listen to God. You think God would tell us anything bad? He wouldn't, right? The whole Bible is how to what? It's an instructional book on how to live our lives. Read that.
The book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
So God told us, hey, black woman, Hispanic woman, Native American woman and man. Read that again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
So we were told from the beginning not to hate our brother in the heart.
Right.
But what do we do now? If you got the wrong color on, sis, what do we do to each other for wearing the wrong color? Come close, sis. What do we do? Speak of the mic. We do what, sis? Isn't that crazy? Because I got red on, you want to kill me? I got blue on, I can't wear nothing now. Now I gotta be careful. I can't wear black, I can't wear yellow. That makes no sense. I'm being killed because of a freaking color in a crayon box. That's a destroyed mindset, sis. Read it.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So we're supposed to correct our neighbor, sis. But guess what? We strayed away from this. Now we see someone else's kid going off. Do we correct them? Hell no. We let them do their thing. They selling drugs. They mugging people in the street. It takes a what? A village to raise a what, sis? But we got away from that. Now, guess what? We're destroyed as a people. Just imagine this next generation after us. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I won't be around for that. It's going to be horrible, sis. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
So why do you go teach us this in church, sis? The pastor always supposed to teach us God's commandments. Malachi 2:7. Hey, don't hate your brother. Y'all killing each other over colors? Man, y'all fighting over different women. You're supposed to be married. You're not supposed to be fornicating. We don't learn those things in the churches. The pastor does what? They just try to get money out of us, sis. That's backwards. They was always supposed to teach us God's commandments. You believe in the Bible, right? You got a Bible at home? Watch this. This has always been in the Bible. Malachi 2 and verse 7. You got what I want? More praise. Read that.
The book of Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they shall seek the law at his mouth.
So the priest lit supposed to teach knowledge, supposed to keep the law out of the mouth, right? So we're gonna teach you some knowledge. Go back to Deuteronomy. I'm gonna teach you today that what? You're an Israelite, 6. You're from the tribe of Judah. I'm gonna prove it with the scriptures, all right? 28:15 again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Deuteronomy 1:1, real quick, hold that. So God is telling a group of people, if you don't listen to me, I'm gonna punish you. When you have children, they act out, you find what? Some form of punishment, correct? This was our punishment. Read that. Deuteronomy 1 and verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
To all who?
Unto all Israel.
Go back now. It says all Israel. Now you might be confused. Like I said, Israel. It's not saying black. Remember, God calls what? Judah, Benjamin, Levi. That's who you are. That's who you always been, sis.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.